A lot of times you'll go to add Metafield and nothing will show up. And you'll know you've done all the work for it, and you double check that you've connected to the specific product, and then you start questioning your insanity. Well, this is because there's now 3 options for connecting metadata to a product template, and it seems to always select the wrong one. I'm going to show you exactly how this works. So if we go into the featured product, and then we go down the collapsible content, this is where I've added the description. And you can see that I've added the template product description, the current product description, and the closest product description with titles in here and the relative metadata. And you can see in this product, only one of them shows up. So you can see here, it's template product description. Here, it's section product description. And here, it's closest product description. But only one shows up. And so it's a little bit confusing. It always seems to try and show the closest product description when I'm doing this. And this is why I always get tripped up, because I'm like, why isn't it showing up? And so I wanted to dig a little bit deeper into what's happening. So if you look at this featured product, we're taking it from the template. So there's 2 products assigned to this template. And so you can see that the currently one is the performance tank. You can change it if you go over to assigned. These are both assigned to the template. Even if you change it to one that's not assigned, for testing purposes, that's going to be the template product that the thing is picking up. And so right now we have the performance tank is the template product description right now. And if we look in here, we have no product selected. The reason why we have the option for product selected is because this section could be on a non-product page, and then you'd have to explicitly select a product. But while it's on the product template, it automatically takes the template product. So this is why in this description, for instance, the current product and the closest product both don't show up. Now, if we were to add another product, another featured product, because we're on the template, it just automatically selects the same product. But we can go up here and select another product. And then you can see here that we now have another product. And if we look at the description, it's here. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and copy paste the description that I created here, just so we can see how it differs. And then I'm going to copy and paste into here so we can see the difference. So now we can see that the template product is actually the same. It is the women's performance tank. But now if we go down to the current product, it's actually this A-line jacket description. And if we go to the closest product, it's also the A-line. So in this instance, the template is still the template, but now we have these added 2 descriptions, and this is because we have a product in this section. The closest product is a little bit more confusing because it also shows the current product, and that makes sense because the closest product is the current product. So you ask, why would we have both? But so the reason why we would have the closest product is for, say, collections. So now if I add, and I'm just in Horizon, so I'm going to add the Horizon product grid. I always confuse collection and product. Okay, so the product list grid. And then I'm going to add a collection, and I'm just going to add my Converse collection because it's nice and simple, and just bring it down to 4 products. So it's 1 line. And then what I can do in here is you can see we have the product media, and then this group has the product title and swatches. If there are any, there aren't. But say we wanted to add an image for whatever reason, and we want to connect it to metadata that's connected to the product. So now when I select the image, I can connect it to the closest product. I think badge is what I have a lot of metadata. So I add the badge, and now you can see that each product is getting the closest product's badge. So I just added these images, and then also this one doesn't have one, so it doesn't get one. So this is where closest comes in. And I find that closest oftentimes will be the default. And so if you're doing template stuff, it will be confusing because you won't get anything to show up. Just to give some context. So if we go here, so you can see we're at badge product closest. If we remove this, if you connect here, so you can see it defaults to the closest product, which makes sense in this instance, but oftentimes it defaults and gets confusing. So if you just click here, you go back, now you see closest product, closest collection, current section collection, and template product. So if we go to template product and click the badge here, you can now see that we're getting just the same image on everything, which is the performance tank badge here. And again, just to, hammer and the point, if I remove this and we go back and we go to the closest product, now we're getting the one unique to each one. So this is where each of these three things, so template product, section product, and closest product are all used. So just go back to the original example here. So you can see here, if I delete this value and then I can add another, I add it back. So see how it defaults to closest product. So we want template product and then we want description. And so, that's why these two don't work. And that's oftentimes when you'll be like, why am I not connecting, or why am I not getting data that I know is there? It's because you're not connecting to the correct product information. And you can click on this and see which one you're getting from here. And if you want to change it, remove it and then go back and change it again. I hope that helps, because it has been a little bit frustrating sometimes, and hopefully this gives a clear distinction as to what's happening and why you might be missing data sometimes.